Okay, so welcome to this video. This is hopefully a quick video to show you how you could get set up with Adobe Premiere Rush and start to edit some of the footage you've got on your smartphone prior to coming back into the classroom and completing the edit in Premiere Pro as usual. So let's open up Premiere Rush. Let's create a new project. Let's go back from the sample media to choose camera roll, and let's just select some of the clips that I've filmed. Okay, so if you've used Premiere Pro already, you'll hopefully recognize that there is a timeline very similar to Premiere Pro, where the clips occur in whatever order. It does appear to have dumped them randomly at this stage, which is fine. If you click and hold one, you can drag it, change the order. Okay. For example, if I click with two fingers and drag, it's moving the timeline in and out, so I can zoom in perhaps to a specific clip and then perhaps click and hold and drag that into a different order. So already you could certainly create a rough cut sequentially of the clips that you filmed so far. Okay. I've also downloaded the Netflix original ident, which is on the DSFC BTEC share area drive. So you could download that to your smartphone and move that to the beginning of any sequences you've filmed so far. Obviously these are just random clips that I've stolen from students in the past, so they don't make a great deal of sense at the moment. To a degree, however, you can appreciate that actually there is some degree of Enigma code heavy narrative at play here. Okay. There are additional features that you could perhaps take advantage of. So for example, let's say this title, this sequence here might benefit from a title. So I can create a graphic, add graphic, let's say this one, add, and I can add that title to my timeline. And amend it in the app. And then play that back. It's looking pretty decent already, even just for a very quick title. So for example, I might now decide to go here. This is probably another area where perhaps a title could be of benefit. I would probably say for consistency, I'll use the same one. Okay, and I can preview that back as well. You will notice I don't have any audio at this stage. And you get the idea, it works to a degree. I don't know if that font is perhaps quite as conventional for our narrative. So if you go back into the title, you can change the font to something else. You need to highlight the font and change it there. Again, perhaps for a very quick title it's not too bad, but perhaps you'd spend a lot more time thinking about the exact typography. There are various effects you could still apply to a particular clip, similar to ones you would perhaps expect to see on Premiere Pro. Transitions from the left to the right, cross dissolve, etc. Okay, so those things can be applied. Color grading to a degree can be applied as well, so much like perhaps, I don't know, Instagram effects, you could increase or decrease the exposure, the intensity. It will depend on the clip as to whether or not that color feature makes any difference. So there we go. Added a little bit of the green, perhaps. Okay, so let's watch that back. Okay, so you can see there's a lot more green in there now because I've manipulated the contrast in particular. This is a particularly long clip. Okay, maybe I could perhaps reduce the speed, or rather increase the speed to reduce the duration if I wanted to. Okay, so I might, let's say, make that clip. Let's make it longer. So now it's going to, no sorry, that's made it faster. Or perhaps make it longer. So you can see how easy that is. In fact, I was almost just doing it on the fly. So perhaps you might want a slow motion clip, or perhaps you might want to speed it up. And you can see that's happened there. Okay. And to a degree, that's it, really. If this is all we had, I think Premiere Rush would be more than suitable for us to create an asset, a first draft of our assets. It's quite decent. There's a lot there already achieved from clips that perhaps you filmed. Netflix logo at the beginning, Netflix logo at the end. And I haven't been able to add music because I don't have my internet on my phone at the moment, so that didn't get any interrupted notifications. But if you were to go to audio, there it is there, and browse, there are some predetermined Adobe Cloud audio files. Let's see if I can add one. This must be on the device. So I don't know how genre specific that is to our idea, perhaps. So let's delete that one. Let's see if I can find another one. There's obviously only 3 clips on the device itself. I think we were better off with the first clip. Let's see what this one wants. Yes, you get the idea. Obviously those 3 sample clips are not suitable to our genre. If you had the internet on, I know for a fact, I've searched through this before, there's quite a range of stock music perhaps that would be more suitable for your genre convention. Okay, this one's perhaps a little bit too cheesy for our narrative. Obviously we could click and move that audio around. We can trim it in the way that you would expect to be able to trim a clip in Premiere Pro. And already that's looking pretty decent for something I've just created in a couple of minutes from some random stock clips I've stolen from students in the past. Bookended with Netflix logo at the beginning and end, and at least 2 titles. I haven't indeed created any kind of logo for the show. Let's do that, in fact. Let's go perhaps to the graphics again. And let's perhaps try and find one that might allow us to create something that looks a little bit more like a logo for a television show or a film. I think I have to download those ones, so let's perhaps just use this one. And let's call this name of show. And let's change the font. I don't know, I'm just going to randomly guess. Let's say this one. No, that's not that. Again, not particularly too exciting, but you get the idea. I would obviously need to move that along a little bit so it doesn't hit the Netflix logo. So you get the idea. I certainly feel like Premiere Rush is more than suitable for us to be creating rough drafts of footage that you filmed on your smartphone device in the interim period. Okay, if this was finished to a degree where you were happy to at least show it to somebody as a rough cut, then you can press the export button in the top right hand corner and export it to your device. That is then MP4 you can then share with somebody else, upload to Google Drive for example to put into the first drafts folder, and then share it with me, get some feedback, etc. It is also plausible that we could export this flat MP4 into Premiere Pro and chop it back up again and make edits to it, perhaps in Premiere Pro in the full software, perhaps at a later date. And there you go, Premiere Rush, quite a snazzy little program, quite happy with it. I often use it when I'm out and about, perhaps if I'm editing drone footage for example, but I do feel like it's more than suitable for us at the moment, with a view to picking up our projects in the classroom in a few weeks' time.